were planning my gender reveal, and I didn't think I was gonna make it to my gender reveal either. I was very scared. I had an appointment a few days before my gender reveal, and I was like, they're gonna tell me that he's not there no more.
Hello everybody, how's everybody doing today? It's me, the baddest bitch, one and only. Mucha gente me pidió about the Pepino girl. Nobody asked about you, just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, today we're doing, muchos la conocen como Edith, muchos la conocen como the Pepino girl. Ya empezando, ¿qué significa Pepino girl? Why did they call you Pepino girl?
Because it's a funny story. When I turned 16, it was when I was 16 and I got in my first ever relationship. And it was a surprise to everybody, to my siblings and my mom and everyone, because it was with a female. But I love pepinos, and I would always eat pepinos. I wouldn't chop them up. I would actually hold them in my hand and put tajin and chamoy and just bite into them.
So we would
like
thought de como le gustaba el pepino. Ustedes saben que a mí también me gusta el pepino grandote y grueso. Y no estamos hablando de eso. Pero nosotros pensamos que esta mujer que está aquí también le iba a contar el pepino verdadero. El pepino que le cuelga, you know. Pero no, nos tuvo una sorpresa que era disque lesbiana en ese mismo momento, ¿verdad? Well, ya que estamos aquí hablando de que era lesbiana, ¿qué es la diferencia de ser lesbiana ahorita tener? Porque ahorita estás con un hombre, pero antes estabas con una mujer. Dinos un poquito de eso, de qué es lo que sientes o qué es lo que... Porque yo me siento como que, like, what's going on? Like, you know, I thought you could only like one thing. Porque a mí me gustan las cosas grandotas y gruesas, you know. Pero a ti te gusta la torta también.
So, la diferencia, the different thing is, I can't really explain it because I don't look at the things they have. Like, I don't see, oh, she's a girl. And
So you just go like for the feelings.
Penis. Yeah, so like I just go for the feelings, and if it's for a girl, it's for a girl, and it was my first time.
But there's one thing that you like more.
Yeah.
What is it? What it is?
Pepino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
the big ones, the real ones.
So do you feel like maybe liking La Pucha was very like very like on stage that you were going through, or do you still like it?
It might have been a stage. It might have not been. I'm not really sure, because right now I am obsessed with my husband and his, you know, obviously what he has. But I don't see myself with the female anymore, which is like before I didn't see myself with the man.
O hasta que yo pienso que lo probó, porque yo siempre le decía a mi hija, pruébalo. Así como le dije a la Chuntis earlier, pruébalo y no digas que no te gusta. Hasta que you try it, you know if you just like el pepino or you like the torta. But that's why I feel like it's a little story about cuando ella le pusimos pepino girl, and she does still up to this day likes to eat other pepinos. I feel like me and her are like very like con el pepino, because ella, she's the only one that loves pickles. And I'm the only one that loves pickles. Every time I have a pickle and she's like, give me some, like why? All my sisters do not like pepino or pickles except ella y ella.
Yeah, I don't like eating a pickle in front of you either, because then you want to share it. Like before, when I would cut my my pepinos and just eat them like a carrot, she'd be like, let me have a bite. And I'd be like, no, get your own, because this is my pepino.
So, por eso mucha gente la conoce como the Pepino Girl. Pero ya que estamos aquí, if a lot of people don't know, you are pregnant.
I am pregnant.
And
so.
People can?
Yeah, very pregnant.
And people want to know, when is the due date? When do you think? How do you feel about your pregnancy?
I feel like he is coming sooner than later. Because
he was supposed to be born
December 27th. That was my due date.
Right now we are, ¿qué estamos ahí? November 28, I think. No, 29.
28?
November 28th, and I told her my birthday's coming up on December 8th to hold that baby until December 9th. Just kidding.
The baby's coming when he's coming, but yeah, he's measuring a little bit bigger than what I am 36 weeks. He's measuring like a few ounces bigger. And they did tell me I am supposed to go to my OB tomorrow. I am going to go, and he's going to check all the good stuff down there that they do.
And what's the difference? Being pregnant, how do you feel? Like, what is one thing that you could tell people, give them an advice of first time being pregnant?
I don't know, because every pregnancy is different, and I feel like I've had a smooth pregnancy. Like, my symptoms last for like 3 days, and I'm okay. The only thing I do see the difference is that now I'm almost due. I am out of breath, and I do feel very, very fat.
So el baby, you guys, ya mero sale, okay? And ojalá que salga todo bien, porque this is our first, well, is
my full term.
Yes, because if you guys do not know, you guys have watched, if you guys been watching our videos for a long time, you guys know que ella sí perdió un niño. Well, it was a baby. Perdió un baby, pero gracias a Dios ahorita le está yendo bien con este pregnancy. Ya mero está lista para soltar ese bebé. Ya estamos listos todo. Well, nobody's ready, to be honest, nobody's ready, but whatever comes y que pase lo que Dios quiera. Now we're going to go with the questions que ustedes preguntaron aquí para la Pepino Girl. Les preguntamos aquí en Instagram, what do you guys would like to know about esta mujer que está aquí enfrente de mí? La primera pregunta que muchos quieren decir y preguntaron es, is she getting married?
Oh, I don't know. That's the question you have to ask my husband. I call him my husband because when I met him, I fell in love with him. Like love at first sight. And I do believe I'm going to marry this guy. But that is something you have to ask him, because he hasn't asked me.
Because everybody asks the girls that when are you getting married? And it's like, ustedes no deciden when you guys getting married. It's the men that decide.
Yeah.
Porque mucha gente está preguntando, is she getting married? Is she getting married? Así como le preguntaron a todas mis hermanas, when are they getting married? They don't know, mujeres, no saben. Estas mujeres nomás están listas para ver la pucha y es todo. Somebody wants to know, do you find this pregnancy hard because you lost the first?
Yes. My first 2 trimesters, I was crying a lot and stressing out. It still gets to me, but when I found out I was pregnant, it wasn't very much excitement other than scared. Fear. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was more scared than excited. I didn't want to tell my husband that I was pregnant because I thought if I lose it, I'm not why just spare him the knowing I was pregnant, but also it is his kid. So I did tell him that I was pregnant. I counted the days that in the beginning, I counted the days from when I found out I found out very soon. I was 3 weeks when I found out I was pregnant. So from 3 to 12, I was counting the days. I felt like I couldn't breathe in the beginning just because every time I went to the bathroom, I was scared to look down. I was scared to look at the toilet. I was scared to look at the toilet paper, just wipe. I was just so scared. Any cramp or anything that I had was just like a trigger to me. So I was counting everything. I didn't think I was going to make it to my first OB appointment or get an ultrasound at all. Because the first time I didn't see the baby, I didn't have an ultrasound. It just came out. So I was terrified, and I was going every week. I was holding my breath every time I had an appointment. I was holding my breath, praying that everything went well and I didn't get no bad news. And then my gender reveal, they were planning my gender reveal, and I didn't think I was gonna make it to my gender reveal either. I was very scared. I had an appointment a few days before my gender reveal, and I was like, they're gonna tell me that he's not there no more. And yeah, so when my gender reveal came, I was like, oh, I actually made it, and I was only 16 weeks. But all those until 20 weeks, when they tell you it's basically safe, I was always holding my breath, always wondering if I'm gonna make it to having the baby, making sure the baby's okay. I didn't feel my baby until I was like 22 weeks. So I didn't feel him. So that panicked me more because I would see other pregnant women on Instagram feeling their babies at 16, 17 weeks, and I didn't feel my baby. So I was scared. I didn't really enjoy the first 20 weeks of being pregnant. So that's what was hard for me. I would cry, literally cry in the bathroom, crying and praying that everything went well.
But how do you feel right now?
Right now, I'm excited. I'm happy. Every time I feel my baby move, it gets me excited knowing he's okay. I'm going actually to the OB every week now because it's closer for him to be here.
But either way, I feel like you're not gonna feel very happy or very like stress relief until you actually have the baby in your hand, because you're still kind of scared. She is kind of scared todavía porque like you can see it and I can feel it that she's still kind of scared and she still wants to already have the baby para que decir, finally.
Like we made it.
Yeah.
Like he's actually here. He's healthy. We made it throughout this pregnancy, because I still think about like when I'm moving a lot and you know how they say they sleep a lot when you move and you're like swaying them. He doesn't move. And
well, maybe it's igual que tú, because this girl sleeps a lot. Like even though before she was pregnant, this girl will sleep like never before. She would just come from work, sleep, and the next day do it all over again. Y esta mujer dormía. But since when did you started working? Because mucha gente dice que you started working desde que tú estabas chiquita. Like, what made you want to start working since you were really young?
I started working at, I think I was 15, barely turning 16. I remember they ripped my application because I was too young to actually work there. But yeah, it was 15 years old. I started working very young because of the way we grew up. I really wanted to help my mom, and I wanted
Porque nosotros, we were really poor too, guys. Like, we were really poor. We didn't have, we were all staying in the same house. Todos nos quedamos en la misma casa, and a veces dormíamos everybody together in the same room and everything. So mi mamá siempre les dijo, aquí no hay que esperar a ningún hombre que venga a tu vida para que te mantenga. Tú trabaja, be successful, be the baddest bitch. Y así son todas mis hermanas que están aquí conmigo, que I feel like they're doing a really good job on being hardworking women, porque aquí es lo que uno tiene que venir a esta vida, a ser una mujer trabajadora y a ser una mujer successful. Be the baddest bitch. Even though you don't have a man, you still be a bad bitch. Okay, so we're gonna go with the next question, que siempre le pregunto a todas mis hermanas. So, if people want to know, who is your favorite sister of all of us?
Is that really a question?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. My favorite sister is Chuntis. If you can't tell. I grew up with her. We went to school with her. I fought with her. But we were always like two peas in a pot. So, yeah,
because they did go to school together, you guys. Because Viviana did flunk one grade. Exposing her. Viviana did flunk one grade, so they did go to school together. They went to high school together, and they basically did everything together. Did you guys even ditch at school? That's what you say, no?
We did ditch, but we wouldn't do it together. Only unless we were going home for lunch or oh, actually, I'm just kidding. We would ditch first period together because I had English. I don't know what she had, but I hated English. And we would always go to the park.
What is one thing that you remember when you were going to school? Que tú digas, this was crazy, this was, no sé por qué hice esto.
I don't really.
Not even smoking?
Okay, but everybody smokes. Everybody smokes in school, in high school.
Porque una vez yo le encontré allí, que smoking vino para atrás, bien, no borracha, sorry, bien que marihuana la chingada, and as you guys know, yo las cuidaba a todas mis hermanas como like my daughters. Ahorita ya cada quien su madre. Pero yo le encontré y dije, mira qué vieja cabrona, smoking aquí. Y la quinceañera es que no le vamos a hacer quinceañera. No, my mom always told her, la mujer que se embarace antes de los 15 años, no le voy a decir quinceañera, y estas viejas nomás empezaron que tuvieran 15 años y luego andaban de culo caliente. But anyway, so ya que estamos aquí, let me ask you, who is your least favorite one of all our sisters and why?
That was hard. That one's really hard.
It's hard for you, but for your other sisters was easy. They right away say who?
I feel okay. If I
And they say you, just to let you know.
I feel like, well, it depends. It depends because there is some times where like it switches. It's only two of them that switches. Two, because the other two I like. But the okay, so it switches from Jocelyn and from Selena. Because Jocelyn, I do remember she would beat our asses when we were younger. She'd beat my ass the worst. She'd be like, I'm gonna count to 1, and she starts at 5. She wouldn't even get to 4 and she'd beat our ass already. So yes, that's why she's my least favorite sister. But it depends, because sometimes she does show her emotions. I feel like more towards me too. I don't know, because I'm the baby, but she does show like she cares a little bit more sometimes.
It's because we're the youngest, so we kind of like understand each other. But you know what? All my sisters have said that I am the least favorite one, but I just feel it's because they're just jealous of me. Just kidding. I just feel like I was very they were like basically like my daughters. Porque my mom used to work, my mom used to do all this stuff, working all this stuff. So I was always with them at home. Yo siempre las cambiaba, las peinaba. Like I would do everything. I was the one that took care of them. I would make food for them. I would do all this stuff for them. So I was like their second mom. Mm-hmm. So por eso I feel like como yo sí me las chingaba porque esas mujeres, como les dije, así como las mira bien calladitas, bien que no quebran un pinche plato, son unas pinches viejas diablas. Parece que yo ese puras Chucky's y Tiffany's aquí en la casa.
But also, I feel like you used to hit us more because mom used to hit you all the time. And then she never laid a hand on me.
Yeah, my mom used to hit me so much. You guys, my mom me agarraba a mí de las greñas, me arrastraba de la sala hasta el cuarto. But lo bueno que nos dio unos pinches putazos porque mira la mujer que soy ahorita. Soy una
puta.
Bien no, te equivocaste. Soy una mujer inteligente, una mujer successful y una mujer de bien. Y así, igual que ustedes. So, una buena putiza para que aprendan estas pinches viejas que uno tiene que respetar en la vida. If you had to change for one day, who would you want to be? Selena, Coco, Viviana, or me? Just for one day to live in our shoes.
That's hard. I would like to do nails, but then again, like, she's always busy. She's a hardworking woman, and like she's always doing nails, but I don't ever see her. But then again, I don't ever see none of you guys because you guys are always busy.
Like we just see each other whenever we like hang around, like eating holidays and stuff like that. Porque ahorita antes vivíamos juntos, ahorita ya casi no vivíamos juntos. Everybody like está separado, so we don't spend as much time as before. But we always try to like eat together, like when holidays and all that stuff come.
Like here and there, yeah. I don't know. I was gonna say you because you're going everywhere now.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks she's the best thing ever, and she's going everywhere, and she just disappears out of nowhere, and she's like in freaking Vegas out of nowhere on a freaking random Wednesday. So I'm just like, who does that? But then again, Coco does that shit too. Last time I called Garapata, and she was in Mexico on a random Monday. I'm like, okay, like you're not gonna tell nobody you're in Mexico? She was just in Mexico. This bitch was in random freaking Vegas all randomly, and I'm just like, why? How they just go like that?
So it's okay. Para ya acabar el video. How do you feel to have me, the baddest bitch, the one and only, like es bella, like you know, que se opere, Cookie G, as your sister? What's the good thing and the bad thing?
The bad thing is that you're never here. You always gone somewhere. I call her, she don't answer me. Well, she does.
Whenever I have to, I do answer. Sometimes I'm too busy. But toda la gente out there, they think like, oh, she don't answer anybody. Not just you guys, I don't answer. I don't answer to even my sisters. I'm just a very busy person.
That could be one bad thing, because what if I was
Unless it's your
dying?
man, then I'll be answering him 24/7. I'm just kidding.
Because what if I was dying and I call you? And it's like, you were the only person no one answered. And you're not going to answer either.
Well,
I will be dead.
Text me before I'm dying. I'm dying.
Messages. The good thing is that she does spoil me here and there. I feel like I am more spoiled from Jocelyn here. Because every time she takes me somewhere, well, I take her somewhere to like do her car and stuff, she pays for all my food. And like, I don't know if your sisters know this, but she pays for most of my things when we're out together.
They don't know, but
Oh.
but thank you for exposing. I'm just kidding. No, but anyways, bitches, this was Edith, Pepino Girl. This is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos every single day, bitches. Because you know it's me, the baddest bitch, one and only. La que es bella es bella, y la que no, que se opere.
When's your surgery?
Ah.
You need some butt. You need some nalgas to look pretty.
Girl, you need to shut up before 5, 4.
I'm not 5 anymore. I can do my own stuff now.
Anyways, bitches, I love you guys.